Hello again. I'm Janelle Mulligan of Mulligan Communication Advisors. I appreciate you watching this video. As we know, communication is something that happens every day, verbally and non-verbally. But the hard conversations, the difficult, challenging times when we're trying to engage with loved ones, it's usually around something that is creating conflict. There is something that we view as an incompatibility happening. And when there is that incompatibility or that discord, we actually experience that conflict in three different ways: emotionally, behaviorally, and cognitively. What does that mean? Well, emotionally is pretty self-explanatory. When that action or those words were said that create that incompatibility, we get emotional. We feel some sort of emotion, abandoned, angry, hurt. And with these emotions, we then sometimes react. Emotions are the fuel which perpetuate and keep conflict moving. The other two, the behavioral and the cognitive, let's talk about behavioral first. Behavioral is also action. It is when somebody takes action in the conflict to get their needs met. That action can be violent. That action could be subtle. It could be a type of avoidance even. The action could be constructive and actually help the conversation and help move the conflict and the disagreement and the incompatibility forward. That behavior or that action is a direct attempt to make something happen in the conflict and the incompatibility. Finally, the cognitive, the perception. That is how we understand what's going on. It's how we view what's going on, and it is the story or the narrative of how we understand and explain what is happening in this relationship. The conflict arises in this cognitive space when we believe that our wants and our needs are directly incompatible with someone else's. And they can be objective or subjective needs. And what does that mean? An objective need would be, I need this land to be able to farm on and feed my family. And somebody else may want the land to create an office complex. That's an objective need. A subjective need is emotional need. It's the need for safety or security. And we'll talk more about needs and interests in another video. So please come back for that. But when we feel that our needs and wants are incompatible with somebody else, it starts the conflict internally with us. Now, what we also need to understand is that conflict can be in one person and one person alone. So you can feel like there is a conflict, there is an incompatibility and a disagreement happening, and the other person may not be aware of it and may not have the same perception of the situation. They may be perfectly fine. But if one person is feeling that incompatibility, then there is technically a conflict there that needs to be addressed, either individually, internally, and or between the two people. And that is where communication, to recognize how these three parts have played together to create this disconnect and find the terms and ways to discuss openly and safely with each other and how we're experiencing this conflict. If you'd like some tools in how to work with a significant other and to handle the way you're experiencing conflict, please feel free to click the link below, schedule a free 30-minute consult with me, and we'll talk about the situation and see if it's something that I can help you with. Thank you and have a great day.